All right, hello everybody. This is our video notes for 4.2 literal equations. So after this video, you're going to be able to solve literal equations and you're going to be justifying the reasonableness of a solution, meaning you can explain all the proper mathematical vocabulary. These little steps right here, okay? So equations. We've seen equations like this and this. Literal equation is just taking that and putting all variables in like that. So if you see an equation like that, that's called a literal equation. Okay. Literal equation. So let's jump right into it. We're going to take a look at this number one. Solve p plus q times x equals r for x. So we want to get this by itself, the x right there. I want to get that x by itself. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to subtract p from both sides. If I subtract p from both sides, this goes away, and I'm left with q times x equals, and I just write it just like I'm going to say it, r minus p. Okay, looks a little weird, but that's how we do that. I still want to get this x by itself, so I'm going to divide by q. I'm going to undo that multiplication that's right there. I'm going to take the whole other side and divide by q. Okay, that cancels there, and I'm left with x equals r minus p over q. And that's my answer. Okay, so let's take a look at the second one. Second one says solve a equals 1/2 base times height, b times h, for b. So I want to get this b by itself right there. So to get that by itself, the first thing I want to do, I want to get rid of that fraction. So I'm going to take each side and I'm going to multiply by 2. And I'm going to multiply by 2 over here. So this side I get 2a equals, this 2 is going to cancel with that fraction right there. So it's b times h. Okay, I want to get the b by itself. So I'm going to divide by h. That cancels here. Just like with that equation, whatever I do on one side, I got to do on the other side. So I'm going to put the divide by h on that side. So I get b equals 2a over h. All right, let's go on to the next one. So I'm going to solve negative 2x plus 3y equals 6. And I want to solve it for y. So, whoops, I want to get this y by itself right there. So, to get that y by itself, let's deal with this negative 2x first. I want to move that to the other side. So since it's minus 2, I'm going to undo that by adding 2 to both sides. And I add 2x to this side. Okay? Goes away on this side, so I'm left with 3y equals, I'm just going to write it just like I see it, 6 plus 2x. You can't put the 6 and the 2 together because they're not like terms. Okay? I want to get the y by itself, and it's being multiplied by 3, so I'm going to undo that multiplication by dividing by 3. So I get y equals, this fraction up here can be written like this, 6 over 3 plus 2 over 3x. Okay? And then, since 6 over 3, I can really rewrite that as y equals 2 plus 2 over 3x. And that would be my answer right there. We would take that as an answer, or maybe even that. Okay? But that 3 is shared with everything. All right, one more we're going to do. So I want to solve C equals 5 over 9 times Fahrenheit F minus 32. That's how it's Celsius. That's the calculation to find Celsius when you know a Fahrenheit temperature. So I want to get that F by itself. The first thing I want to do I'm going to rewrite this. So C equals, this says 5 over 9 times F minus 32. I'm going to use a different color here. So the first thing I would do is I want to get rid of this fraction. So I want to multiply both sides by the reciprocal, 9 over 5. If I do it on this side, I do it on the other side. So 9 over 5. So this cancels on this side. And I'm left with F minus 32. Over here, it's 9 over 5C. Okay? I want to get this F by itself right here. I still want to get this by itself. So to do that, I'm going to add 32 to both sides. Plus 32. So I get F on this side because that cancels. Let's just write it just like we see it. 9 over 5C plus 32. And that is my answer. So you have some U-tries to do on the back. There are 5 different problems. And then make sure that you are doing the shade bars right here. Hey, tell us how you feel about this. We'll see you tomorrow in class. Bye.